Okay guys, Playamania here. This is my second battle, and this is against Gilester, who's from Smogon as well. I lead with my Soul Rock, and he goes with Gyarados, gets an Intimidate. I'm thinking he's gonna D-Dance, and he does, so I get off the Will-O-Wisp, which cripples his Gyarados, and now I know he's not gonna be able to KO me, so I set up some Stealth Rocks, as the Waterfall fails to KO. And now I switch out because I want to save Soul Rock in case for now. So I switch out to Lunasex, my Cresselia, to take the Waterfall. Does it well. And his Gyarados, I think he thinks I'm going to use some kind of setup move, so he taunts, but I go straight in with a Charge Beam, which raises my special attack, and now he's in KO range of a +1 Psychic, and in case he brings in a Electric Resist, I go with Psychic rather than Charge Beam. And conveniently, he brings in Swampert, so I hit him with Psychic, which was good for my prediction. And seeing that it did about a third, I'm gonna Psychic again just in case, but he switches to Bronzong now, who obviously is not Psychic's gonna do very little to. I use Charge Beam on his Bronzong now to try and get some setup, and he sets up some rocks, but I'm gonna keep raising my special attack with Charge Beam. No hope for me. I'm thinking maybe Cresselia is gonna sleep this team. He doesn't seem to have someone that can take it. He sleeps me, but luckily I'm running 2 attacks and a Rest Talk set. So he'll Sleep Talk, I get another Charge Beam off, but this one doesn't raise my special attack. He Dark Pulses, which doesn't 2KO me, but I flinch, and he Dark Pulses again, so I'm going to rest when I wake up. Not a chance. Flinch again. So, bit of hacksy flinching there, but it evens itself out over the battle. So I switch into Resistance, my Empoleon, to take the Dark Pulse. And now, I wasn't sure what he was going to switch in, but to scout, I decided to use Raw, so that he decided to go with Swampert, and I Rawed, and it went straight back to Porygon Z. And I used Grass Knot to take out Swampert or Porygon Z, depending on who he decided to put in against Empoleon. And he hits Tri Attack on me, doesn't do a great deal, and now he thinks for quite a long time and brings in Gengar. So I know he's gonna T-Bolt, so I switch to Flygon, my Choice Band Flygon, to take it. And to scout for his move, I decide to use U-Turn. So he thinks for quite a while on a couple of these turns. Gyarados comes in and gets Intimidate, but U-Turn KOs it anyway. But that's a bit unfortunate for me because it means I have to switch in first, but I use it to my advantage, and I send out Cresselia to lure out his Gengar, and thinking he can Shadow Ball and KO me, I switch to Ursaring because it gives me a free switch which activates his Toxic Orb and Quick Feet. And as he switches out his Gengar, because his Gengar is obviously scarfed and stuck in Shadow Ball, I get a Swords Dance up, so now I'm +2 attack and +1 speed. Fortress uses Protect against the Fire Punch, which is convenient for him. Now I'm thinking he's going to switch out to avoid the Fire Punch, so I went with Facade, and it gets rid of his Swampert. And he brings in Gengar, and I took the risk with with Focus Blast's low accuracy. I took the chance and left Ursaring in, but Focus Blast did hit, so Ursaring goes down, and I bring in Clackpow because Focus Blast won't do a lot to him, and I go with Fire Punch because if he brings in either of his Steels, they're gonna really feel some pain. So yeah, Choice Band Flygon is awesome though. So he withdraws, he goes to Bronzong, who takes the Fire Punch, and obviously he's gonna faint from that, so all's looking shiny at the moment. In comes Gengar, who goes for a Hypnosis, it misses, Fire Punch KOs Gengar. That miss kinda made up for the double flinch on Cresselia, and obviously Fortress comes in. He uses Protect from the Fire Punch, which breaks his health up, and ironically after that Protect, he just survives the Fire Punch, gets burnt, and explodes, and because of the burn, it doesn't even KO Flygon, so his Fortress faints, and good game